Hey guys, this is Ken Shepper here. I am the owner-operator of Phoenix Custom Printing. I wanted to make a quick video just kind of introducing myself and telling you why I started Phoenix Custom Printing and how I got involved in screen printing. You can see I'm dressed a little warm here. It's just a tad bit cold out here in the shop. I'm waiting for it to heat up. Got my kerosene heater back here warming things up, and as soon as it gets decent temperatures in here, I'm gonna start burning screens for a new Phoenix Custom design that I come up with in the past couple of weeks. So I'm very eager to get started on that. So about myself, again, my name's Ken. Everybody calls me Ken. I started Phoenix Custom back in May of 2020. I got laid off of my day job and I needed something to do, so screen printing looked like something that I could keep myself busy with, and it just kind of snowballed into the small business that it is now. Now, my day job, I am a professional photographer. I've been photographing for a number of years. I work for a prestigious photo company, and I am very heavily involved in school sports, some college sports. I cover all kinds of candid events. You name it, I've photographed it. I've photographed every sport. I've photographed dances, graduations, proms, homecomings, lots of things. I've covered some things for some executives of counties in Maryland. I've covered some things for some famous book authors. I've been involved with some football teams. And I've been around, and I've photographed in a lot of arenas and stadiums all over, up around where I live. I'm actually in New Freedom, Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful little town, quiet. But I work in Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania, all over the place. I also do photography on the side. I am the owner of Ken Shepper Rocktography, and you can see little shirt right here that I printed for that business, and I call it Rocktography because it's music photography. I photograph rock bands, and that's where my true passion lies. I love going to live shows and photographing the musicians and their elements, and I've covered a couple very famous bands. I'm more or less heavily involved in local music and the surrounding areas, Maryland mostly, but I've done some in New Jersey, and I've done quite a few up here in PA. So that's where my real passion lies. So back in March, that's when this pandemic really got taken seriously. And that was about the time that schools started closing down. So I had a lot of time off. Now, I was one of the people that was blessed to get the unemployment with the stimulus, so I never struggled financially other than struggling with the unemployment office, which Maryland, they've kind of got the worst unemployment. I think they're the top 5 worst unemployment places to deal with, and it shines very brightly through, trust me. But I was lucky enough to have that, so I was able to start this business more or less out of curiosity. I had gotten some Ken Shepper photography face masks printed, and I didn't know how they did it. And they charged, I think it was like $25 for 2, which isn't bad considering. I got them from Custom Ink, which is a very, very notoriously good printing company online. So I got those, and just curiosity, I googled how did they screen print this stuff, and it looked like something that kind of looked like a creative outlet. So I got a cheap little $100 one station 4-color printer and a $100 flash heater. I built a washout station, and I started printing my own shirts, and very quickly I realized that you get what you pay for, and that $100 piece of junk just wouldn't cut it. So I'll post some videos. I had made some videos when I had that equipment. I'll be sure to post them in the near future just to see where I really started. What you see in back of me, I've accumulated in the past 6 to 8 months. So, but before this, it was very basic stuff, and I felt on top of the world. Like, yeah, I got a fully functioning shop, and I did, but it cost like $300 total. So, like I said, you get what you pay for. I realized very quickly I was going to need bigger equipment, so I invested in this press you see behind me, and I kind of just went from there. And next thing I know, I'm doing band shirts and a couple for church, and doing one for my daughter's school, and the jobs started rolling in. Not anything that I was really overwhelmed, but enough that it kept me busy. I've learned a lot since May. I got into this thinking, hey, this is easy. Well, I found out it isn't. And more than other things, I've learned to troubleshoot, because a lot of things come up at the last second. Like while you're printing, you realize, oh, how do I deal with this? So I've learned a lot. I know I've got a lot to learn still. I'm relatively green in this field. There's plenty of screen printers out there that have been at this longer, that are much better. I'm not claiming to be, you know, a really good printer at this point. I'm fresh out of the gate. You know, I've got a little experience because I have done some, but I'm very much starting out here. And that was why I wanted to start this YouTube channel. There's a lot of people out there with YouTube channels that are screen printers, and they're very helpful, extremely helpful. In fact, most of what I've learned on YouTube, if not all of it. Lee Stewart, Taino Inc., Catspit Productions, Rybeats, Mikey Designs, and there's a couple others I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. I've learned so much from them, and I'm very grateful that they exist. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, to be quite honest. But one thing that a lot of them have in common is they were kind of established when they started, and I'm not. I wanted to start this from scratch. I wanted to start this YouTube video series for starting out where I'm at, which is at the very beginning. And like I said a few seconds ago, I've got videos even further back than now, like when I first set up my $100 press. So I'm hoping that you'll follow along with me in this little adventure that I got going. I'm still doing photography a lot. Right now I'm actually laid off again for the winter break. I'm going to go back, I think it's the second week in January. But I'll always have time for this. This is actually in my garage, and you know, I'm like about 100 feet from my house, so it's nice to just walk out here and work the program. So in the very near future, maybe in a video or two, I'm going to do a little shop tour for you. It won't take long because my shop's not big. In fact, you see a majority of it right now. So I'll be doing that for you, just so you can see what I'm working with and how I'm managing to do this in such a small space. So look forward to that video, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe. I know this is only my second video, but the more subscribers I get, the more it'll motivate me to do these videos. So if you will like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. And for now, I'm going to sign off. Until the next video, you guys stay safe, stay warm, God bless you, and I'll catch you on the next one.